Hey, how are you doing? This is Jamie of Matt and Jamie's Fitness, the one that you're going to talk to all the time that's going to help you pretty much through all your stuff. Um, if you are watching this video right now, you probably either found it on my blog or my Facebook page, or just a friend said, hey, watch this chick's video, and she's my coach, and maybe it's just kind of one of those things that we stumbled across each other, and that's fine too. So this video is mainly to tell you a little bit about me and about where I came from as far as my health and fitness journey, because I've been through a lot of the hard parts. And while I'm always going to tell you that I've never walked a mile in your shoes and I don't know your exact experiences, and I'm not going to try to compare us, I've been through a lot of that stuff, and I want to be able to help you as much as I can. So this video is so that you can understand a little bit about me and see how I got to the place that I am now. First thing, I guess, would be, it all kind of started when I was getting ready to join the Navy. I went to the recruiter, and I was talking to him about how I wanted to join, and did the testing, and he's like, oh yeah, we gotta throw you on the scale, do some measurements, see where you're at, because there's a height and weight requirement for the Navy. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, makes sense, right? It's a health and fitness type thing. You are the military. So I jumped on the scale, and I was shocked because I was 195 pounds. And I was like, wow, because I didn't really own a scale, and I never really thought about it. I was always kind of self-conscious about my weight, or about my size in particular, because my mom kind of pointed out to me a few times in my childhood that, I wasn't really thin, and that kind of, my self-esteem about my size was a little bit low, so I just didn't want to know, I guess, was kind of my thing. So I jumped on that scale, 195 pounds, and I was like, wow, and I felt fat. So I had to lose enough weight to join the Navy and either tape in, which means my measurements for my body fat index had to be enough or low enough, or I had to make weight. And to make weight was 160 pounds, or 167 pounds, my apologies. So I tried. I was like, alright, well, I'm just going to work out like every day and do everything I can to make myself thinner. So my recruiter kind of taught me the tricks of the trade, which I thought were normal because I'd never really been on a official diet before. So he gave me the cabbage soup diet recipe. I tried the fat flush diet. I tried a bunch of things until finally I was like, okay, let's sweat it out, because my recruiter started taking me to a sauna, putting a trash bag on me and having me sitting there and not giving me any water. So I thought that was how you lost weight. I really didn't know. So I started walking around the country block, which is about 4 miles, and I would wear a tank top, a trash bag, a t-shirt, a trash bag, a sweatshirt, another trash bag, and this big like fleece overcoat thing. I have no idea where I got it. To basically sweat off the pounds in the middle of August in Ohio, walking around the country block, and basically I was really dehydrated. But I lost the weight. I got down to about 175, taped in, went to boot camp, and that's where I actually started learning fitness. Actually, we ran all the time, we did calisthenics, we did the sort of thing that you really do when you're trying to lose weight. You work out. And I found out that I liked it, but it was totally new to me. When I got to San Diego for A school after boot camp, because they send you to school for the Navy so you can do your job, I found myself in a situation where I was raped. And because of that, I was like depressed and anxious, and I have major depressive disorder, major anxiety disorder, and post-traumatic stress disorder from the incident. And I went in total opposite directions. Like, first I started out, all I would do was work out. And then my superiors started thinking I was being too unhealthy because I lost a lot of weight. I got down to around 150 pounds, and I didn't look healthy anymore because I wasn't eating right. And they took me out of the gym. So I stopped working out. And then I went and continued my Navy career, where every 6 months you have to, do a physical readiness test, and you have to, make sure you're in those height and weight standards again. So my journey continued with an up and down cycle because I got out of the habit of working out and I didn't have that excitement for it anymore. So I stopped, and I would do the Navy PT and do the stuff I had to, but I was just up and down all the time. And as my depression and anxiety got worse because I wasn't dealing with it, I wasn't really seeking out the help that I needed to get past it. I started gaining weight and being more unhealthy, and I was taken off my ship to serve limited duty time where I would focus on therapy and stuff. While I was there, I injured my spine. So one more thing, right? Because of the injury, I couldn't really walk very well, like not long distances. It hurt to go up the stairs. Like everything seemed to be against me. So I gained a lot of weight. And at that point, the Navy wasn't weighing me because they're like, okay, we have you on medicines for this, that, and the other. We're going to waive that part. You don't have to do the PRT. And I was just really lucky because I was waiting on a medical board that finally came and told me, we're thankful you came to the Navy. Thanks for coming. But we can't use you anymore. So I got sent home, which still stayed San Diego. I stayed with Matt, and we got married, and that's awesome. That's a great part of my life, but I was devastated, and I was really depressed because I identified myself as a sailor, and not to be a sailor anymore was really crushing. So after that, I went from this person who was up and down with fitness all the time to somebody who was lost because I didn't have the ship, I didn't have the facilities. All my friends were on deployment. My boyfriend at the time, Matt, who's now my husband, was gone on deployment. I didn't know what to do, so I posted on Facebook, man, I really got to wrap my head around this weight loss thing because I feel terrible. And I finally weighed myself, and I was around 265 pounds, maybe a little less or a little more. I don't really remember the exact number because I was so freaked out by it that I wanted to deny it completely. So when I actually weighed myself and I posted it on Facebook, a friend of mine said, hey, I have this friend Amber, she's a coach, here, why don't you talk to her? So I talked to Amber, and I found out about Beachbody, and I started working with her in different challenges and stuff like that, and personally was working on walking again, walking long distances. I knew bending wasn't working for me. I knew that I couldn't jump or run like I used to, so because of my spine thing. So I ended up saying, you know what, if walking is all I can do, walking is what I'm going to do. And I'm going to walk a half marathon. That was my new goal. So I walked a half marathon, and I was devastated because I missed the time that I set my mind to, 3 hours and 30 minutes walking a half marathon. I missed it by like 4 minutes. And I said, no, I'm going to do this again, and I am going to beat that time. And I did. I did it a second time, and my time was 3 hours and 20 minutes. So I beat it by about 15 to 20 minutes. I forget my exact time right off the top of my head. But it was amazing. And I was so excited because I did it, and I accomplished what I wanted to do. And after that, I started being in more challenge groups, and I started doing Power 90, and I was drinking Shakeology, and my life was just changing. With Shakeology, not only was I feeling healthier on the inside and getting all this like dense nutrition, so my cravings were cut way down. I felt way better. I had more energy, and I just things started falling into place. But I still had my bouts with depression, so I was still doing some up and down time. So at this point, I've done several different workout programs, which I have lots of different workouts that I love, and we can talk all about this some other time, but I really started committing to it, and I became a coach, and I started helping other people on their journey. And at this point, I've lost over 65 pounds, and I'm still working. Like, I still have my own fitness journey, and I'm here to work on mine and help you with yours at the same time, because I've been through it. I've been fit before and I'm totally devastated because I'm not now, I understand that. If it's I've never been fit and I don't know what it's like to run and I don't know what it's like to work out, I've definitely been there. If it's just as simple as I don't know where I ended up, but I'm 300 pounds and I don't know how to get back from that, I've been there. 265 pounds, I felt disgusting, and I didn't feel like a human anymore, and I was so depressed, and I can't even tell you how many times I thought this was the end. I thought that my life was over, and I was going to find a way to either change it or end it, and I didn't want to do the end it. That became not an option. I didn't want that to be an option, so I ended up changing it. And I changed it for so much the better, because I'm so much happier now. I'm happier, I'm healthier, and I feel like my life is worthwhile. And I have a sense of well-being that is awesome. I care about my well-being. And I created this new happier and healthier life that I can't wrap my head around the difference between now and then. It's so incredible. And I am here to help you with your own life transformation. It's not just about your body, because that's important too. We're going to focus on that. We're going to work on that. But it's about what's inside and making you healthier and happier with your inside. And I want you to match your inside to your outside. I want you to be like, hey, I know that I'm awesome on the inside, and I want everyone to see that on the outside, and we're going to work on that together. So, anyway, that's a little bit about me and my story. I had a lot of traumatic incidents, and I had a lot of crazy stuff go on that I wouldn't wish on anybody. But you know what? If I hadn't gone through it, I wouldn't be where I am today. And that's where I am, so I can help you. And that is the best thing ever. So I really hope that you find some information on this page that's going to blow your mind in some way, shape, or form, and we can work together to start that process of creating that new, healthier, and happier life that you are here for what you want, for you, for your family, for your future, whatever it is, we're going to work on it together, and I can't wait to do that with you. So thanks for coming and stopping by, and I can't wait to talk to you more. Bye.